picture behind me is of Mary Gardner from Scotland, who spent well over 20 years of her life in Togo, working with a team to translate the New Testament into the Ife language, one of some 70 languages in Togo. She was a student at the Home for Bible Translators here some 3 years ago, but on March 23rd, 2011, she was killed by the only terrorist explosion in Jerusalem in the last 12 years. And so this evening, we have the privilege of one of the members of her team, Kome, from Togo, sharing with us what the Lord began through Mary Gardner is now being continued. And he's here to learn biblical Hebrew, just as Mary Gardner was doing until her life was so tragically ended. And so this evening he will be telling about what is the situation of Christianity in Togo among his people, the Ife people, and he will be telling about how this project is continuing without Mary Gardner, but with the inspiration of Mary Gardner.
I want to thank Lord for this opportunity that He gives us to sit here together and to remind or to remember what He has done through our sister who is, I'm sure, with Him right now. Before going further, I have to say that really his departure, I should say, not her death, but her departure was a great shock for us in our country, the whole community, the Ife people, and we continue to feel that. My name is Sena Komi. I'm a Togolese. Togo is a country of West Africa, and in the north he is limited by Burkina Faso. In the east is Benin, where my brother is coming from. In the west you have Ghana, and the southern part is the sea. Today, the population can be estimated 6 million. And Togo is divided into 5 big regions. And one of the regions is named Région des Plateaux, where I'm living. So Ife people are from that region. The capital city of that region, Région des Plateaux, is Atapame, my native hometown. So this is Atapame here, not far from Lomé. So this is Atapame. We are living in this region. And when we consider the population of Togo, we can say that 35% of Togolese are Christian, 20% of the population are Muslims, and the others are, traditionals. Now I will go through my language situation and my people. So, the Ife language is speaking both in Togo and in Benin. Mm-hmm. Yes. Atapame, like I said, is the capital city of our region and of Ife people. According to the linguistics classification, the Ife language belongs to the family that we call Niger-Congo, and the language group is Yoruboid. It's a little bit close to Yoruba. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is okay. Sometimes when we speak Ife, or those who knows a little bit Yoruba. They say, no, you are Yoruba. No, we are not Yoruba, we are Ife. According to the last classification, 60% of the population of Ife are Christians. Yeah. And this is due to the work that Mary Gardner and her mates has done in our people, in Atapame. Only 5% are Muslim. Okay. So you have to praise the Lord for what He is doing among us. But it's not finished. We have to struggle once again to. There is why, instead, even though Mary is no longer with us, we have to continue her work, in order to complete the translation, the whole Bible, and let our people read the God words in their mother tongue, to know more God and to worship Him very well. The Bible translation started among the Ife people in 1981. 1981, when a lady called Hélène Boetus and Anna, they came first of all in Togo, and when they were directed to our people, and they settled in my village, Kolo Kope, where they studied the language, and they did the linguistic researches, and after that they established the alphabet and the orthography in order to write the language, and that is how the project started. Their vision was to translate the New Testament into Ife for Ife people. And they started, and God was and is continued to be with them until today. And they worked together with the Ife community, the churches. But at that time, I have to point it out that when they came, Ife people who were Christian, maybe 20 people. They are very, very few. Even me, I was not Christian at that moment, because we are fundamentally traditional. And if people don't like to accept Jesus. But through their work, God has opened the door in our eyes, and we come to know Him. And by the grace of God, the work went on. They have employed 7 translators. And in 2009, the translation was completed and was dedicated. On the whole, there were 5 ladies who worked with the project, and one of them is Mary Gardner. And among the translator, here I am. I am the one of them. But I joined the team later. After the dedication, Mary came here to learn Hebrew in this program. Normally she should come back, or she should go back and continue to help the team. But unfortunately, God has decided according to His way. And me, I went to the Ivory Coast to take a program there. So after the dedication, the Ife people sat together and created an association called Akatbli. I say, I have to start. That is to, okay, the main goal of the association is to continue the work. Akatbli has to continue the work. And we have a director and committee members who are working with us now. And in our project today, we have two main departments: Department of the Bible Translation and the Department of Literacy. We have to continue the translation in order to get the whole Bible and let our people, Ife people, to know deeply, as I can say, Jesus Christ, to practice what He's recommending us to do, and to be good Christians. And Akatabli is now working on that way. And we are supposed to complete the Old Testament now. And after that, we will revise the New Testament. And God willing, one day, the whole Bible will be printed and we celebrate it. And you'll be invited. Okay, so today, the association called Akatabli employed 18 people. We are 18, 15 men and 3 women. In my department, we are 6, 5 translator, and me, who is the coordinator, because after my study in Ivory Coast, I came back and I have to continue the work and working on her path. But the translation of the Old Testament had just begun, let's say in 2011. Okay, and right now, from then to now, we are translating the Psalms, Genesis, Joshua, First Samuel, and Esther. Okay, so God willing, we complete them very soon and tackle with the others. Okay. Now I'm coming to my personal background. I was born in a non-Christian family, and I have 7 brothers and 9 sisters. You can say, how? It's possible because my father has 2 wives. Okay. But I came to know Jesus when I was student. Yes. And after my study at the university, I teach 1 year as a volunteer in a grammar school. Because at the university, I studied the subject philosophy. Okay, then I teach like a volunteer. And the next year, that is in 1999, I joined the Ife team, the Ife translation team. Frankly speaking, I could say that I joined the Ife team because I was seeking for a job after my university studies. But while doing doing the work, I felt that I was rather called by God to be burned for my people, to have His word in order to understand what He wants. And I can say this because He openly calls me through one of my colleagues. Yes, he say, call me, I want you to work for me. I say, okay, I do accept. And here am I until today. Since then, I was a member of of the team until the completion of the New Testament in 2008, and in which I played a major part. And now I'm employed as a consultant in training by SIL Togo Benin. Part of my responsibilities is to oversee the translation of the Old Testament into the Ife language, which is at its beginning stage. On the other hand, I will be carrying on the work of Mary Gardner. For this reason, the training offered that you are offering here is special program for it's very important for me to and it will enable me to fulfill my responsibility as a translator and a coordinator, as a consultant and a coordinator.